Well, here we are, back again, reading our story. 8 class pets plus 1 squirrel divided by 1 dog equals chaos. And we do have some chaos going on here. We have met our squirrel. That was the beginning of the chaos, correct? Here's Twitch. And Twitch ran to get assistance from his friend Green Eggs and Hamster. That's the first grade hamster. Then we met Miss Lucy Cottontail, the second grade rabbit. She had a hard time because she and Twitch are not the best friends, but she ended up helping him. After Lucy Cottontail, Twitch ran to the library to where he was helped by his rodent friend, Sweetie. Sweetie's good with his hands. And after that, at the end of that chapter, remember that Twitch and Sweetie were in the cage because Sweetie opened the cage, and the dog kept trying to jump up on the table. Jump, 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 jump. Finally made it to the top of the table, knocked the cage down. Then his leash got wrapped around the cart and carried all the animals out to the on the cart, carried the Sweetie and Twitch on the cart to the third grade room where we met a school of tetras, and they are so proud that they're in a school, and they kept telling Twitch and Sweetie, we are a school, we are a school. That is how you stay safe, is stay in a school, stay in a school, stay in a school. So let's see what's going to happen next. After the tetras, let's see. The dog was following Twitch. Here he is, chasing, chasing, chasing. The tetras keep saying, we're in a squirrel, we're in a school, we're in a school. And then the squirrel flew through the air and landed on the big noisy creature's head. That's the dog. And the dog was so startled, which meant surprised. He made his own water right on the floor. Remember I said, I think he peed. And the squirrel and his friend, Sweetie, ran for the door. And the tetras are still screaming, in a school, in a school. That's how you stay protected, in a school. And here's where the cart got moved. The leash for the dog, the big rope that was holding on to him, got wrapped around the cart and made the tetras get pulled on the cart where they were sitting. And they were in the third grade room, but they were on a cart. So now the dog is pulling the cart with the tetras. And remember the little men, the little students are not supposed to touch the cart, nor are they supposed to put their faces on the glass. And here we go. The tetras are continuing to swim, safe in a school, but they're being pulled on the cart by the dog's leash. So let's see who we're going to meet next. Hola! That's one of my favorite words because I come from Puerto Rico, and that's how people there say hello. The Spanish for please is por favor, and thank you is gracias. Those 3 words cover a variety of situations. Another of my favorite words is nevermore, because that's a refrain in a poem called The Raven. A refrain is a word you say over and over. Well, I like to say things over and over. In fact, I say words over and over. I am a parrot. I live in the 4th grade. Lenore, the 4th grade parrot. But I don't like to say, Polly wants a cracker. I don't know why some people think I should. My name isn't even Polly. My name is Lenore, and it comes from that same raven poem. But I am not a raven. I am a blue and gold macaw, which is a kind of parrot. Luckily, I love poetry. My owner, her name is Rosa da Silva. She says that since we both come from Puerto Rico, poetry is in our blood. That means poetry is easy for us. Along with our accents, I guess, here is a poem I have been working on. Sitting in the trees, I sometimes sneeze, as loud as you please. With a beak as big as mine, you need to draw the line, or a sneeze will rattle your knees. Okay, I'm still working on it. Not the best poem, I know. Some of those 4th graders, believe me, their poems aren't any better. Good poetry or bad poetry, I like being in school with Rosa and the kids. When Rosa first got me, she'd leave me home while she went to school to teach. All day long, nobody else was there. Mr. Da Silva works in a bank. The Da Silva kids go to their own schools. Being alone made me crazy. Parrots don't like to be alone. I started to pluck my feathers. That made Rosa da Silva, Mrs. Da Silva, a little bit crazy. She was like, "Eek! I'm going to end up with a bald bird." Now she brings me to the classroom where she teaches. The kids there call her Mrs. Da Silva instead of Rosa. When we're in school, I have to remember to call her Mrs. Da Silva too. Such a chore, such a bore, not Rosa, por favor. It's Mrs. Da Silva in school. That is the rule if I want to be cool. This is hard to remember. I also have to remember there are other words I'm not supposed to say in school either. I think school has too many rules. I am a parrot. I like to talk. Sometimes, if Rosa and her family have to go someplace and stay out late, she'll leave me here in the classroom overnight. That's okay. I don't mind. Once in a while. That's how I got to meet the squirrel. This is what happened. One day, this squirrel, he comes running in. I've seen him before, but I don't know his name. And he's got this big, ugly, noisy thing chasing him. And the dog's got a fish tank on a rolling cart chasing him. The squirrel, he can't fly, but he knows up is safer than down. He goes running up the stand that holds my cage. Then he sits on top and he yells down to the dog, "You're not very pretty, and your mother has fleas." I don't know about the mama with the fleas, but I think to myself, surely this dog can't argue about not being the cutest thing. After all, I don't think dogs are very cute. I'm a parrot, and apparently the squirrel agrees with me. Senor Dog, he's jumping up in the air, trying to tip the cage over, and he goes, "Yeah, you rodent, you come down here and say that to my face." The water in the fish tank is going slosh, slosh, slosh. "Whoa, chicos," I tell them, the parrot said. "Careful of the innocent bystander." There's a little rat, too. But Senor Dog isn't interested in him, the rat. He's just interested in the squirrel. The rat calls up to the squirrel. "I'll get help so there's more of us, like the fish said. We need to be in a school. I'm going to find more." The dog keeps barking, so I start squawking. The squirrel is making my cage sway like a boat that brought me here. I say to the squirrel, "You ever hear the term seasick? Stop making me move back and forth." Next thing I know, the rat comes running back. In with a hamster and a rabbit. It's like a convention of small animals. But the dog, he ignores them all, and he keeps yapping and barking and acting so mad at the squirrel. And those small mammal guys, they don't know what to do. After all, they're just a hamster and a rabbit. But the dog, he just still ignores them. Those small animals, not knowing what to do, they're running around in circles. The rat squeaks, "Somebody do something!" The hamster is trying to count how many of them there are, but every time somebody moves, he loses track, and he has to start all over. The rabbit is full of not such good advice. She's like, "Just don't let him get you." Well, that's not helping anybody. He's trying not to let the dog get him. I think the squirrel already thought of that. The fish look like they're beginning to get seasick, too. Then, wham! Bam! That clumsy dog knocks my cage down. My feathers are ruffled, but I don't get hurt because I land on a pile of papier-mâché fruits and vegetables the kids have been making for some sort of art contest. "Sorry," the squirrel says to me as he dashes for the door. But the dog, he's not nice. He never says a word of apology. He's just all, "Get back here, you squirrel, get back here." So here we go. Here's the rat. The rat is saying, "Ah!" The fish, still dragged along behind on that bumping, swaying, sloshing cart, are all like, "Glug, glug, in a school, glug, glug, in a school. The rat and the others, they start to follow. I squawk, "Hola, don't leave me here on the floor," as you go out the door, without even a "nevermore." The rat is the only one left. Slowest because he's always staying so close to the walls, not wanting to cross the open space of the room. I guess he's afraid. So he comes back and unlatches my cage. Okay, so there we go. There's the rat. Remember, he's really good with his hands. And he opens up the parrot cage. So now we're going to have Twitch. We're going to have Green Eggs and Hamster. We're going to have Lucy Cottontail. We have the tetras on the cart, slothing back and forth, back and forth. We've got the library rat, Sweetie. And now Sweetie has opened the cage of the parrot. So now what's going to happen? They're all going to be running together, I suppose. This is getting so chaotic. Do you see how chaos is the right title for this story? It talks about the craziness that's going on. This is a school. Nobody's even at the school. It's just the class pets. I hope you enjoyed our story today. I'm going to leave you with that chapter. And I can't wait to read the next chapter and find out if we're going to meet another character. Let's count our characters so far. Twitch, Hamster, Green Eggs and Hamster, Sweetie, Lucy Cottontail. We have Lenore, the parrot, and we have the tetras. So we have 6 pets. Is that right? Let's see. I'm going to go back to the table of contents and see if that is correct. So we have met. I must have miscounted. Okay, Twitch. Oh, Twitch doesn't count as an animal. We have Green Eggs and Hamster 1. The 2nd grade, Lucy Cottontail. The library rat. The 3rd grade fish, the tetras. The 4th grade parrot. So we need to meet 1, 2, 3 more pets. Because remember, the title of our story is 8 class pets plus 1 squirrel divided by 1 dog equals chaos. I hope you enjoyed our story today. We will be reading. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters left. We've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're more than halfway through the book. Awesome. We are really reading a lot. I'm going to give you my virtual hug. I'm going to send you on your way and tell you that I love and miss you so much. And I'm going to do our positive affirmation. I am smart. I am kind. I am honest. I am silly. Oh, better not do that. Don't have the pretty hair underneath. I am brave. I am loved. Yes, you are very loved. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.